Hello? Yes? Is this Warner Brothers? Yeah, I'll hold. Hang on. Ah, yes. Yes. Is this the game department? Yes. You know, I just heard about this announcement that you made about some mobile Mortal Kombat game. I was just wondering, are you joking, bro? Is this a joke? You know, April was months ago. You're not joking? Okay, alright. Okay. Alright. Thank you for never making my dick hard again. Thank you. Goodbye. Alright, so this is over on CBR.com. Mortal Kombat announces new role-playing game, MK Onslaught. This is a role-playing mobile game only. Listen. But before pennies get bunched, right? I understand that this is probably the start of the rollout of information, right? I get that, right? This is like they are giving the worst first, okay? So, you know, that's my understanding, right? They're gonna, like, this is kind of like giving you a shit meal, you know, on purpose, so that way when you finally get around to the good stuff, you're just like, oh my god, right? And for this, like, for me as a PC user, I would probably just play this through BlueStacks, which is like it's an Android emulator. It's all official, right? I'm not sure to sort of play that, you know, I don't play on a fucking phone. Set to reimagine the brutal franchise into a role-playing game. Announced by Warner Brothers Games, the upcoming new collection RPG is being developed and co-published by NetherRealm Studios, which is responsible for most of the mainline games in the series. Described as the first mobile exclusive cinematic story experience with a fucking Jesus, man. Just rub the knob a bit more, why don't you? Players will be able to build their squad of fighters and deploy them in massive real-time battles against groups of enemies. While details of the narrative are currently unknown, the publisher has hinted that gamers will be working to defeat a dark and dangerous threat that seeks to destroy all the realms. So I'm assuming, right, a couple of things. Firstly, obviously NetherRealm is still owned by Warner Brothers, right? So in any all speculation that I've had and other people have had, it would appear that they are still owned by Warner Brothers, which doesn't make me overly excited. Secondly, any other games that are coming out, unless they're like remasters of old shit, we will be no doubt have this fucking tied in, right? This is going to be one of these stupid things probably where they're like, oh, if you play the mobile game, you can unlock this shit in the main game. Fuck off. I don't want to do that shit, right? If I want to play mobile game, play mobile game, right? That's what I'm worried about. I know I seem like a fucking grumpy grandpa, you know, with this sort of shit. But the thing is though that like I love gaming, right? But when it comes to something like Mortal Kombat, I'm fucking like, I get really tired of seeing one of my favorite games just get destroyed, you know, for the sake of modern politics or stupid mechanics and God knows whatever else. You know, when you look at the Japanese fighting games across the river and they're just kicking ass. Anyway, Mortal Kombat Onslaught will reimagine Mortal Kombat into a strategic, team-based collection RPG with fast-paced group melee combat that both new and existing fans can enjoy. Legendary franchise, you know, if I cares, right? Mortal Kombat on the go. So there is a mobile Mortal Kombat game. Now, I don't know, is this going to replace it or are they just going to keep both? Because the other one's like a fighting game. Obviously, this one isn't as such. So it's I don't know. Right. Apparently it's coming out next year. Rumors are swirl that NetherRealm's working on Injustice 3. Oh, for fuck's sake. God. Like, I own the Injustice games as a fighting game, you know, connoisseur. You know, they're not bad. But, like, you kind of... The problem is, though, is that Injustice games have bled into Mortal Kombat, not the other way around, right? Injustice games with their, you know, interactive backgrounds and crap, then, like, seeped its way into Mortal Kombat. No other fucking fighting game does it, right? They didn't add that shit in Street Fighter, Tekken, Soul Calibur, King of Fighters, nothing. Like, no other fighting game adds that stupid shit. Bouncing off crap, throwing things in the background or whatever, right? I don't want that, because it just feels like it cheapens the experience. I want straight up hardcore fighting, right? I don't need to throw a fucking grandma at my opponent to win the battle, right? Now, interesting. Now, there is an official website, right? So this is the website with a whole lot of nothing on it, like at all. Okay, like nothing. All right. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, because we do have some RPG experiences. All right. I'm assuming this isn't an auto battler, right? We're actually going to, like, you know, actively be able to fight in this game, in terms of like the premise of the game. We've got RPG experiences in the past, like Deception's Conquest mode. We've got the Conquest mode from Armageddon. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do and how much of a tie-in this will be if they bring out another MK game, which I'm assuming they are. Right? I'm assuming they will. Now, like, there's no pickies. I haven't seen any pickies. Let me just try and find. Let me do a search and just see if there's anything else out there. Right. It's a good name. It's a good name. I like the name. Right. Nah, there's no fucking pictures yet. Nothing. No pickies. Right. So yeah, it's a good name. I like the name. Right. But it's a fucking mobile game. Right. Like like I've said before, just to finalize, right? The next MK game, proper MK game that comes out has to be an Armageddon type. It's got to be. It has got to be. It's either got to be a trilogy, like MK trilogy, MK Armageddon type, where we get every single fucking character, right? And they may do, like we've had early leaks in the year that I covered on here, which may or may not be true, where they'll pull from MK9 all the way up to you know, now. And just essentially make that like the modern day trilogy. So the original MK trilogy covered MK 1, 2, and 3, Ultimate. And then after that, we got 4 and whatnot. So we haven't had anything since up until that point, until we got Armageddon. Now, Armageddon actually included every character in the franchise, right? Every single Mortal Kombat character that was ever conceived that you could play as a character and all bosses was actually playable in MK Armageddon, right? So it'll be interesting to see if they do that, go down that road. Are we going to get like a Armageddon, you know, trilogy-esque modern day? But unfortunately, are they only going to lean into the last 3 games, or are they going to really just go all out and go, you know what, this is going to be the biggest fucking MK game ever. You're going to get every single character in it. Right? Now, I wasn't a big fan of the 3D era games when they first came out. I am now, considering it feels like they're more Mortal Kombat than the current ones, right? Because things just feel like they're getting stupid storyline-wise and stuff like that. I really love the storylines in Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon. They congealed. It felt like they were awesome. You know, really, like, as far as I can say, it was really awesome finding out that Quan Chi, Shang Tsung were working together, and then Raiden. Right? Now it's just all crap, time-traveling bullshit. It's, you know, it's really easy, basic, lame storytelling to just use time travel to get around, you know, storytelling. It's just lame, right? So anyway, so I would love to see every character, right, go out with a bang. Give us an MK game that will last us for half a fucking decade, if not longer, right? Just give us that. Add more characters to it. Who gives a shit? Just build an engine that you can keep adding characters to, right? And just let us have fun with it, right? We don't need a sectionalized story again with only certain characters and stupid fucking guest characters and crap. We don't need that, man. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about this. Like I said, I think they're giving us the worst first, right? So they're going to, like, you know, like that logo is boss. That's a boss logo. I'll give it that, right? But like, they're gonna give us the worst first. This ain't it. This will not be it, right? We'll get more. I just hope more's really fucking impressive. So anyway, guys, catch you next time.